The last 12 months have been truly remarkable in the history of our great island and make for an unforgettable collection of personalities, sounds, images, and words. I'm Jason Salas, and we're pleased to have you with us tonight, as you have been all year long. What's most interesting about this memorial is just about 30 yards to the west, only a stone's throw away, are the very rolling, very lush hills of Asan, in which reportedly, according to story, Japanese forces could actually see United States Marines moving in on July 21st, 1944, to begin what would be the liberation of our great island 63 years ago. There are few things in life more emotional than a requiem for a soldier, pulling at both sides of the heart because of the pride with which they served and the pain of what they leave behind. The island continues to grieve the loss of Talafofo's Henry Officiar, the highest-ranking Guamanian to lose his life in defense of freedom and liberty. And early this morning at the Juan Pat International Airport, to a crowd of tearful mourners still coping with the shocking loss, Henry came home. IIAG Sports coming to you straight from KUM Television. Jason Salas along with my broadcast partner John Davis, and we have got a humdinger of a championship game tonight. I'm not sure if this looks more like Friday Night Fights or Saturday Night Live, so it's a great day for a parade. We're glad to have you along for the ride, and we'll have comprehensive coverage of the entire parade from the first marching band until the very last float. Algeta Johnson Middle School students will not be in class this Friday due to a staff development day. Classes will resume as normal on Tuesday, since Monday is, of course, Labor Day. If you're an FD fan, get off of your chair, cheer your team on, because they sorely need it. Down 36-0, they're not giving up, but they really need the help right now. GW fans, you do the same. Your team is about a half away from its 4th straight championship, and here comes Jose Aware. You can see right now on your screen the members of the United States Marine Corps Band, one of the most heralded music outfits in the United States military. The U.S. Marines, of course, now in their 218th year since forming under the Department of the United States Navy in 1775. Okay, so how do you feel about the Colts so far?
Well, right now they're doing a great job. It's just a matter of time where this team's going to explode and win it all.
How do you feel they're doing? Because, of course, they are an indoor team, but they're playing out in the rain. Lieutenant Governor, thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me.
And he's been watching all night the game, but what you may not know is that this brave man, this gentleman, was the leading receiver for the GW Geckos when he played in 1984, many, many years ago.
Not too long ago.
Your score is 12-5. Sanchez leading in this first set of the championship game for IIAG. Thanks so much for joining us. Jason Salas, John Davis, and the entire KUM sports team. Dave Delgado has mid-game reaction, but right now we've got a great championship game.
Four. Good job. That's Jake. You look good. You tired?
I'm going to go pass out now. Excuse me.
That's Jason Salas, and that's Jock Talk for today. We'll see you guys later. Jason, any last words?
Thank goodness we're into mooning. Fire station's right over there. They're well equipped to handle medical emergencies. See you guys next week. I'm over there. And for more news, check us out at KUM.com, your 24/7 source for island news and information. An ominous shadow cast over what normally is a joyous time of year on the island, as Saturday night a bittersweet mixture of pain and pride were exhibited from friends, family, and perfect strangers. Looking over the military casket bearing the flag Jesse trained so hard to protect was month-old Jesse Castro II, who, despite carrying his father's proud name, Jesse Sr. had yet to see in person. Jesse was honored only briefly by a crowd of his loved ones, but through our memories, he'll be preserved by the entire island for all time. Wally Rosansky is a man committed to his friends, his family, and to the island he's called home for more than 35 years. And over the last 22, he's never failed to make good on another promise, to fill some pretty big shoes. This time each year, he dons the unmistakable garb of Santa Claus, assuming a role he fits perfectly, because it's admittedly not too much of a stretch from his own personality. 2006 saw setbacks including the unceremonious ousting of Moffat's predecessor, Bob Taylor, along with several key executives and upper managers. And GTA, despite its intentions for healthy competition, wound up looking like an insecure bad guy after opposing NTT Docomo's buyout/merger of Guamcel and Hoffatel. At the San Dimas and Our Lady of the Rosary Catholic Church in rustic Murizo, scores of neighbors gathered this Sunday morning to pray and to remember the 30 people who lost their lives at the Faja massacre. And while the tragedy is more than 6 decades in our island's past, for many of these residents, the sacrifice of their descendants stays fresh in their minds as their legacy, their heritage, and their history. Through interpreter Jakindi Kosaka, Mesnun, who was born deaf, communicates his lessons with his students. He spoke of his passion for education.
With the students are excited to be in the class. And
the high-speed, high-flying skills of jump rope extraordinaire Nick Woodward thrilled students at Untalan Middle School in Barragata this week. He's on Guam courtesy of Island Girl Power, and is using the simple gesture of skipping rope, something most of us have done at some point, as a metaphor for communicating a strong message to kids. Taibamal graciously shared his thoughts and appreciation with his brothers in arms today in a hangar, but humbly admits that all the ceremony, flashing cameras, media interviews, congratulations from his fellow airmen, and praise from his superior officers aside, he's just anxious to hear the unmistakable roar of a C-130's engine starting up, get up in the air, and start doing some good for a community very much in need. His. Unnecessary evil and often unspoken source of commerce on Guam is the island's blue industry. Businesses like strip clubs, full massage parlors, and adult DVD and video shops. A new concept developed by the GHRA seeks to realign Tumon, not allowing such businesses to operate in the island's tourism capital. Mom, you're my parent, my teacher, my inspiration. You taught me right from wrong and how to help people, how to put others before myself, and how to be a good person. For that, I owe you everything. I love you, Mom.